Here's a question. Which casino game has the best house edge? Many might answer blackjack, baccarat or craps, but you might be surprised by the answer. What if I told you the best house edge didn't even belong to a table game? In reality, when put under the right conditions, the humble video poker machine can get to a house edge of just 0.46%. The key phrase here is under the right conditions, and that's what this video is all about. Today, I'm here to tell you all the secrets of video poker and how you can try your luck next time you step up to the machines, because I promise you, video poker is so much more than just a fancy slot machine, and the potential here is beyond what you can imagine. But we have to learn to walk before we can run, so let's address the most obvious question. What is video poker? At its most simple, video poker is an automated version of 5-card draw poker. The machine deals you a 5-card hand, and you can then choose to redraw any number of your cards. After that, your hand is scored, and your win depends on how good your hand is. There are a few different versions of video poker. In the most popular version of the game, called jacks or better, you need at least a pair of jacks to win a hand. Beyond that, your hand's worth is judged against a classic poker hand ranking, so the best hand is a royal flush, followed by a straight flush, 4 of a kind, a full house, and so on. Yep, video poker really is that easy. However, the devil's in the details here, so let's take a closer look at the secret sauce that really puts video poker ahead of the curve. That first secret is video poker's transparency. If you've ever played a slot game, you know that the odds are hidden. A casino can adjust the number of losing combinations to make it more profitable, and the only clue you'll have is the RTP score, but this isn't possible with video poker. Since the majority of video poker machines are based on a single 52-card deck, there's a finite number of outcomes. So if a casino wants to make video poker more profitable for them, they need to change the payouts of particular hands. You can find the evidence of this on the pay table. Every video poker game has one of these. It's a chart that tells you how much you win for each hand. So, using the pay table, you need to hunt for a full pay machine. For jacks or better, this is called a 9-6 machine because it pays out 9 credits for a full house and 6 on a flush. However, when a casino starts messing with the numbers, that game might become an 8-5 machine instead, or even a 7-5 machine in worst case scenarios. These other versions dramatically increase the house edge and will make it far more difficult for you to make a profit. If you're playing online, the best trick for finding a full pay machine is to look at the RTP percentage. If the number 99.54% is anywhere in the description of the game, you know you found a 9-6 machine. But finding the right machine alone won't guarantee you that incredible house edge. There's one more step you need to take to make sure you're making the most of your time playing video poker. You need to play the perfect strategy. Okay, I know that sounds like a tall order, but I promise you, it's simpler than you think. When I say perfect, I mean mathematically perfect, making the single most profitable decision on every hand. Now, how is that even possible? It's possible because unlike slot machines, video poker is a solved game. Remember I said earlier that there's a finite number of possible hands in video poker, 2,598,960 possible hands to be exact. Well, while that sounds like a lot, since that number is fixed, we can calculate the single best action for every single one of them. If you're familiar with basic strategy in blackjack, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's the same concept, a rock-solid strategy that guarantees you're making the perfect play every single time. And thankfully, just like in blackjack, it's not difficult to do. You can find plenty of free video poker strategy charts online. All you need to do is find and memorize one. I'll have a dedicated video on the top strategy mistakes people make coming out in the near future, so make sure to subscribe and watch that after this video. If you're playing online, playing perfect strategy can be even easier. You see, computers are fantastic with these kinds of numbers and logic questions, and you can find video poker calculations all over the internet. These tools will give you the expected value, or EV, for any given play, entirely for free. So as you play, just fill in your starting hand and the algorithm will show you the perfect move every time. Regardless of whether you use a chart or a calculator, by keeping the perfect strategy, you can guarantee yourself that 0.46 house edge every time you step up to the video poker machine. But this won't always be relevant. See, video poker is a lot more than just jacks or better. There are plenty of other ways to play the game. The immediate instinct here is to add some special bonuses to the mix. This is where the family of bonus poker comes from. These games have huge payouts on specific hands, usually 4 of a kind, specifically 4 aces. but this usually comes at the cost of smaller payouts on less valuable hands. Alternatively, you can shake up the gameplay by introducing wildcards. Usu's Wild Video Poker is a fascinating variation where all 4 2 cards are now counted as wildcards. In a fun turn of events, this change actually resulted in a game with a theoretical negative house edge, meaning your favourite to win money, not the casino. But I must stress that it's theoretical. The stars need to perfectly align for this to be achievable. And on these alternate games, the perfect strategy is astronomically complex, and it's only possible on full pay machines, which in the modern age have been almost entirely phased out both online and offline. Which is why I recommend looking for the 9-6 jacks or better machine instead, since the benefits here are consistent and realistic. So what does all this, the pay tables, the perfect strategy, the different variations, actually mean for you as a player? It means that video poker is one of the rare casino games where your choices have real meaning. It's a game of skill and logic, where your capability and understanding of the game are directly proportional to how well you perform, and maintaining that perfect strategy is far from impossible, especially when you play from home. There's always going to be an element of chance, and the perfect strategy won't guarantee you a profit. Nothing at the casino can, but this is about as close as you can get. With that, I bet you're itching to give it a try for yourself. I've researched casinos across the globe that offer the best video poker variations, depending on where in the world you live. Just head on to the description to find the Casino Matchmaker quiz, where I will find the perfect online casino for you based on your location and preferences. And while you're down there, do me a favour and hit that like button and subscribe for more content just like this. With that, I'll see you in the next one.